The reason the rooted motorcade is used as a symbol is because it's meant to be evasive action rather than direct confrontation. They were depicting Kennedy as a coward that way. As a child, I had to deal with these spinner beanies. What they would do is they would organize response evaluation. You know, I was in Pittsburgh Steelers country, and the gym teachers were stringers from the U.S. Army. They poisoned me with a nerve agent as a child, dragged me through glass and all this other stuff, and they said he takes the path of least resistance. A weakling, a coward, or so on and so forth. I mean, they attacked me. They made sure that I was subordinated by attacking me from behind when I was less than 100 pounds. I weighed about 98 pounds at the time. These were full grown men. I didn't even see them. I just got hit. So Pittsburgh's constantly grinding the idea of cowardly, doesn't face up, doesn't tell it to your face. It's from blindside attackers of a 98-pound deaf child. I mean, that's manhood in Pittsburgh, man. That's manhood. So they impinge on the persona. Like somebody comes over to you who really, really, really beat your brains in. And so I remember I was traumatized by Myron. This kid, we were outside heads together. This kid pulled up and actually pulled out a pistol and said you know, I'm looking for so and so. Myron said, I'm not him, I'm not him. And the kid said, okay, and then put the gun up again and said, but you know him. And Myron said, yeah, but I don't like him, but I don't like him. And this is the way they would test your valor, whether you would stand up for the Jews or not. And it would get back to Arlen Specter's office how you responded. Let me see. And guns played a role. Myron was with me the night that the police came over and arrested me for armed robbery. So, I mean, this was a gun-happy lobby, claiming guns were in the possession of people they weren't and so on. So it was guerrilla theater with the help of the Pittsburgh Police Department. Pittsburgh Police Department knew that I had come to them to try to get help from the Ford brothers, whose father was on the police. They knew that. They knew I had tried to get help at the principal's office from Brecker and from Pittman, who kidnapped me. I said they were going to kill me. I was in tears, biting my fingernails bloody. Mady got sick of it. So cowardly that, see, Anne Frank hid in the closet, not because she was cowardly, but because she was Jewish and would be killed. Queerball hid in the closet because he believed he was kidnapped and tortured as a child. Ask the Seattle psychiatrist if you need substantiation for this delusion. Queerball believed he was kidnapped and tortured as a child. Yeah, so he hid in the closet. Don't say like Anne Frank. So anyway, you get this guerrilla theater troupe. Larry Lederer, Miles Kirshner, Thawes Gordon, Martin Andelman, and Leslie Katz. All of whom congregated at the house of Cyril Wecht, author of Grave Secrets. Andelman and Katz had known each other since they were 8 years old, back when I knew K.T. Poulter. They all knew about the Burstyn letters and realized I didn't have a clue about them. They were all in the McCartney loop. They were all working with Yoko Ono on constructing the persona, as Greg Carl put it. It was a guerrilla theater troupe. Andelman would go, no, stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no, no, and say, don't, go for it or don't, but don't be wishy-washy. Oh, Mike Exler would say, you blew it, and they were all taunting, and Gordon goes off to Harvard and gets embroiled in an imbroglio that the women say he was guiltless in. So the women are all clap, clap for the date rape, clap, clap. Thunder and Heat, Gordon's father's last lover, was like, oh, you gave me butterflies when I wanted thunder and lightning. And so they built up this whole psychological panorama for Neva Pornographic Corporation. And meanwhile, they're slurring me with a girl who chased me up a tree telling me to get undressed. So this is the Beatles franchise. This is what Paul McCartney compares to Liverpool, Pittsburgh. Martin Andelman, Thomas Gordon, Leslie Katz, Gail Burstyn, Exler, and the beating the brains in of a deaf child through blindside attack by armed men in stolen cars. This is the valor and honor system that McCartney says that is like us. So if you're loyal to us, you are going to approve that. Dee Dee is a diamond dog. Dee Dee is not rock and roll. She's genocide. This is the British honor system. It makes your heart go boom, boom, boom. Because you want to get home to Pittsburgh. Grab your things. I'm going to take you back to East Liberty, Eastminster District Queer Ball. Grab your things. I'm going to take you back to Eastminster Queer Ball and drag you through glass. Boom, 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 boom. My heart is going boom, 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 boom. Liverpool, man. When we wipe the streets with little squirrels who think they're good like an Irish. Goyam. And they call out the serpent women who slither up. He manhandled me when I was panting to be taken. He manhandled me when I was panting to be taken. And Peter Gabriel comes out and he's doing like this here in his Mr. Moto goggles. Mr. Moto has PEEP. This is reality. They get Joel Kaplan to follow me around for 50 years, wiring me to the weirdest macabre stories. I was a kid one time. This guy was lining up a shot that's perfect. I bumped this bull stick to get him over the hurdle, and he scored. They're saying with literal daggers, you're goddamn lucky he didn't miss that shot, queer ball, because if he had missed that shot, you were trying to frame Trump for what John Lennon really didn't do. This is the reality of these pawnbroker hustlers. And it's all a little network from Cyril Wecht working with Gail Burstyn. And they impinge it on the persona. Penis Gabriel is in England, 1,000 miles away from Mount Desert Island, but he just knows what's going on there. Because Robert Fripp is getting feedback signals of whether he's going to drop his Foucault pendulum pick. And if he drops the Foucault pendulum pick, man, virginity proves rape, and you're going to get injected. Because you crossed the red line of the red line of the Two Virgins Pussy Ball crowd of George Old Bush. And Maggie says no pathetic wee-wee gets away with whimpering that he didn't do it, because a real man would have done it. The only way and so they get this, the raven brings on darkness night. They castrated me. They castrated me for refusal to date rape. They had Vicky Chops voyeurs all over it. We can't wait to see Queerball take a dive. And he never did it. They did it night after night after night for the Neva Pornographic Company, a Pitt Business School. He never did it. He never did it. He never did it. So they bring Asian called Cinema and they film the rape of Def Genie, because they must have some. And they didn't get it from me, so they castrated me. And this is their honor society. This is the University of Pittsburgh, who kicked me out of town for spreading rumors about distinguished people like John Schulman. I went to the post office and said, I'm afraid I think this man defrauded you. He committed post office fraud. They were like, get out of here. You're spreading rumors about distinguished people. That's the University of Pittsburgh. You got Tom Gordon, Martin Edelman, Leslie Katz, and Gail Burstyn, all backed by Yoko Ono. And man, you can grab them by the pussy and you can do anything except be fair. Then you'll get snuck from Peter Gabriel.